Reality Team TV. We back. We back. Look who's back on the red chair. The Sweetnezz.
Come on.
What's popping, man? What's going on? What's going on? Talk to
Good.
us.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm feeling good. It's a nice warm spring day. So, yeah, man, I'm feeling good.
It's been a hot minute, innit? It's been like...
It's been a while.
It's been time. What's been going on, man? It's only right, to catch up, to see everything that you've been getting up to.
Yeah,
all of the incredible
pretty much
things.
the same stuff. I'm still doing my events with Empress Dems, Dem Sweet Nights. We've now got a radio show that we do every Thursday that takes place on the hubliveradio.com. So that's our slot. It's every Thursday, 8 to 10 p.m. It's called the Underground Music Show. We basically play all unsigned artists from the UK and around the world. We're not just exclusive to the UK. I just thought, like, when we got given the opportunity by Unusual Suspects, Nardo, and the rest of the clique from Hub Live, I was like, this is an amazing opportunity. I couldn't turn it down, and I thought this is a great chance for us to provide a platform for artists that isn't there. There's a gap in the market where a lot of unsigned artists' music doesn't get airplay, and a lot of people don't get to hear these people, and they're just sitting there and their music's amazing. So we're providing that platform, and it's been going really great. And obviously I've been learning to DJ as well, which is amazing. It's a blessing, and can add another little thing to my CV now. So yeah, I'm loving it. It's going really good.
Yeah, and you see up and coming music artists, yeah, like for me, by the way, because I love disclaimers when I'm about to say something a bit mad or something people might not agree with. But like I say, in my personal opinion, I feel like you see with what people like you, what you're trying to do, what we're trying to do also as well on the red chair, like to just give like up and coming artists, people like a platform to to show their talent, to get out there more. But I've got I feel like for whatever reason, like a lot, and I mean what I'm about to say, a lot of up and coming artists, music artists, what I realize, a lot of them, they're lazy and they're not serious. Like, let's keep it real to a certain degree, because it's like, sometimes people say like this famous analogy, like, I can take you to the water, but I can't force you to drink the water.
No, yeah.
So like, there's
take
like
the horse to the water, but you can't make it.
Yeah.
It's true,
Like, I come across, we've been coming across a lot of music artists who, you can just see like, like, they're not really, like, wanting something. You should be out there trying to do something. Obviously, we're not saying.
I think what it is like, a lot of people don't realize the amount of hard work that goes into being something like, for example, a DJ or a singer, or get into a certain level in your career. It takes hard work and it takes dedication. You have to be passionate. If you're not passionate about something, there's no point in doing it. Like, I've been doing this for over 20 years now, and I've always been just as passionate as I am today as I was yesterday and the first day that I even started doing this. And I knew what I wanted out of it, and I knew where I wanted to take myself, and I knew how far I could go with it. So it's all about having that faith and commitment in yourself. And if you don't have that, then there's no point in bothering. And I think a lot of artists think that there's a quick way to get into things, and it's when it's not. That's not the case. Like, you have to be dedicated, like, and you have to turn up. You have to make time. Like, with this thing that I started doing with the DJ and with the show, like, it wouldn't have grown to the place that it's grown to now if I weren't turning up literally every week and plugging. And sometimes I didn't have hardly any viewers. Sometimes I didn't have hardly any listeners, but like, now it's growing, and I am getting that following, and that I have got that following of listeners, and that's because I was there turning up every day, and they're like, oh, you know what, people started paying attention, like, oh, this Sweetnezz is on every week, like, we need to start going and tuning in, do you know what I mean? And it's like, that's the dedication that you need to have to your craft if you want to get somewhere, because if you don't have that, then there's no point in bothering, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like if you're gonna make a cake, there's no point doing it half-hearted. Do you know what I mean? You got to put the work in.
To build,
yeah,
definitely.
Definitely.
It's true. And also another thing that I see as well, obviously, social media is making a lot of these up and coming music artists like lazy as well, because some of them overthink as well.
I think it's because of the fact that with the social media, it's a quick fix to things, and it's like you can put yourself live, and you think, oh, I'm gonna block, and TikTok as well. I think it's to blame, because a lot of these artists nowadays, they're just going on TikTok, going live, and some of the content ain't even that great, but people are watching it, and they're getting views and making money off of it, so they're thinking, this is a quick way to become a superstar. And it's like, do you know what I mean? For me, it's a little bit, I don't know, fake is one of the words I think the best way to describe it, because it's like,
and it's like wishy-washy.
Yeah, but I think as I said earlier, if you want to do something great, you've got to have dedication to it, and you've got to do it properly, and hone your craft and learn what you're doing. Like nowadays, you have to be a jack of all trades when it comes to music. Do you know what I mean? Like being able to market yourself, promote yourself, do the music, make the music, put it out there. You know, produce it. You know, even when it comes to mixing and engineering, there's artists out there now that can do everything. Do you know what I mean? And I rate that because at the end of the day, you don't have to rely on anyone else but yourself. You know, if anyone fucks it up, you only got yourself to blame. Do you know?
And and you know, like with this music thing as well, yeah. I think some up and coming music artists, another thing that I think they get mixed up is some of them think it's easier these days, where of course there's aspects of things being a bit more easier because of social media.
Yeah.
However, everybody knows it's harder than ever. You know, it's saturated. There's a lot more music artists every single day, more songs.
And I think that's another thing that people take for granted, because they think, especially when they're young, they put a track out there, it's like, why am I not, why is it not blowing up like Jay-Z? And it's like, at the end of the day, that it's not just you. This music industry, there's so many people out, especially nowadays, there's so many people out there doing it because they think it's easy.
Exactly.
So if you want to be the best and you want to be noticed, you've got to stand out from the crowd. Your thing has to be popping. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's like that. I think that's another thing that makes it difficult. But I think
you need a good team behind you.
Yeah, and that as well. You definitely need a good team. If you're doing it on your own and you're young and you don't have the time and the dedication, and you at least need a tight team behind you that is backing you up, so that when you're not promoting your team, they're promoting your team.
Yeah, they got you.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like that's why I feel now quite comfortable with my music and how things are going, because I've got a good team behind me that pushing my stuff as well as me pushing my stuff. So it's not just myself, and I think that definitely makes a lot of difference.
Yeah, I want to talk about Empress Dems. Yeah, you get me. Obviously, I like your relationship.
Yeah,
I like how you guys
tight.
work.
That's my
you get me.
D.
I like. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful to see how you guys work together. You get me.
No, it's nice. It's that's why I put up something on my status the other day. Be aware of those angels that come into your life in the form of people, and I feel like over the past few years, a lot of those types of people have come into my life. And it's beautiful because we're so alike, but we're so different. So we sort of bounce off each other in that regard, and it works. And I'm very grateful for our partnership. It's amazing, and our friendship.
Yeah, moving like them sweet nights. Yeah, like how's everything going? With those events.
Well, at the moment, it's going really good. We just had our last one in March. It was Aries' birthday special, obviously because mine and Dem's both Arian, so we like to commemorate it and use that as a chance to celebrate Aries season and everything. And yeah, it was a really good night. We're actually looking to relocate at the moment, so we're expanding. We're looking for a new venue. So yeah, everything's going really, really well, and we've had quite a few artists grace the stage, even international artists and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're just looking to keep growing and doing more events. Hopefully maybe even do like a summer, maybe even a festival. I don't know, what's happening with that yet, but we're in talks about doing something like that maybe this year. But we'll see, man. Hopefully if God is good, God willing, and everything goes to plan, that's what will be coming up. But yeah, man, we're excited for the future and what the future holds, especially because we're collaborating with Hub Live Radio now. So yeah, it's looking good, man. The future's looking bright.
It's looking really
sounds
good.
like it's going good if you're relocating.
Yeah, we're looking for a new venue, and also we're looking to partnership with someone, obviously in terms of getting like good footage and photography done on our events, because at the moment that's been something we've been struggling to actually have on lock for every event. But apart from that, man, everything's been going well and we can't complain. Do you know what I mean? And we're grateful to all the artists that have been involved. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Happy.
And you see, do you guys have in terms of goals, in terms of future goals where you and Empress Dems, in terms of for them sweet nights, do you guys ever sit down and think and plan within a year or 2 years ahead or 5 years ahead? How do you guys have a structure like that in terms of
we
future?
do. We meet up and we talk about what we want to do in terms of how we want the event to grow and where we want to take it, what direction we want to take it. Hopefully we're looking to grow it and expand it to the point where it becomes one of the most well-known events for artists to come and showcase their talent. That's definitely where we want to take it. So hopefully we can. Do you know what I mean? And I think we've got the potential to do that. So yeah. It's definitely what's on the cards.
Yeah. Nah, because Nah, it's a proper catchy name. Obviously, people can actually see that on your shirt as well.
Yeah,
Them
Wearing
sweet
it,
nights.
promo.
Damn sweet night.
It was interesting because we were sitting there for like a good day, like sitting there coming up with names, writing them down, and we're like, I'm in an iron, like, what should we do? And then I came up with this, and then I was like, it's kind of like, I came up with it, and then I was like, it's like, obviously Dems, we call it Empress Dems for short. I'm the Sweetnezz, so it's like a combination of both our names. So I was like, this is it. It makes so much sense, and a lot of people didn't clock it at first. So like, we have so much fun telling them how we came to the name, and like
I'm clocking it for the first time.
Yeah, so that's basically what it is. It's me and her together. You get me, and that's how we came up with the name. But
yeah. Like when I first, obviously when I first came across you, the first thing I got was obviously you're a music artist. Yeah. Obviously you do other things as well. Yeah. So let's slowly take it back to your music, innit? Yeah. Like I said, because sometimes you could be doing this, you could be doing that. Yeah. But even like when
first and foremost, I'm a singer, I'm a music artist.
Yeah. When I was thinking about a good few days, like literally 2 days ago, when I was thinking about you, sitting like thinking of some of the things that we can speak about, I thought to myself, like, I just want to ask you this, like, in terms of like your music career, do you feel like, because certain things can come into your life as a blessing or as a curse, depending on how you look at it, right? Mm-hmm. So obviously with all of these amazing things that are going on, like within your life, all of these events, you working, doing, you doing your job, working at radio, all of these things, honestly, think about it carefully, do you think in terms of your music career first and foremost, do you think like all of these other things that you're doing as well are, to a certain degree, it's a distraction in terms of your music career? Think about it.
No, I wouldn't say so. I think because everything that I do is music related in some way. So I think music is always at the forefront of my mind and whatever I'm doing, and being surrounded by so many talented DJs and people in the music industry that are do something in some aspect of it. It just keeps you grounded and it keeps you focused on what you want to do and your goals, and it just makes you feel like you're on the right path. And so many opportunities have now started to come my way in terms of me being able to perform at different events, collaborate with different people just from being a part of this collective. So, and I mean now, and like this year, I think last year I dedicated myself to making sure that I could grow the Underground Music Show, and I was turning up every week and making sure I was there, even if Empress wasn't able to join me. I was like, I'm going to hold it down for us. I'm going to make sure I grow this platform, and I've grown it to the extent that I've grown it to now. So it's just only going to continue to get even better. And I was like, I put my music I put it to one side so that I could concentrate on the radio and the DJing. And obviously I was working behind the scenes and I was writing songs and stuff, and I said to myself, when this year popped, when January came, I was like, right, this year I'm going to start releasing some music, because I haven't released anything for about 3 years now. So I've literally this year just released 2 new songs in March. So the first one dropped on the 1st of March. That one's called Sailing Away. And that's a collaboration with an producer that I've worked with previously on another track of mine. You might know it, called Slave. So we've collaborated again. And also this is going to be, so hopefully what I plan to do is release, because it's an Amapiano track. And it's the first time I've done any kind of Amapiano style music, kind of Afro housey kind of vibe. So what we're doing is we're working on an album together. So I've got like a bag of beats from him that I've been able to select my favourites from, that I think are gonna be literally, they just work so well together for the album. This is the first single off the album. What I'm planning to do is just release like a single every month or so, and then that's gonna be part of the same Amapiano album that me and his name, the artist, the producer, Sparrow Life. You probably have heard of him. You see me tag him on my socials if you follow me, people. So yeah, that's out now, and I'm really proud of that track. It's an amazing production. And obviously I wrote the song myself, and then obviously I've collaborated with another producer now named Zabazook. We collaborated years ago now when I was a teeny bop, I'd say. I was in my 20s.
That name sounds crazy, Zabazook.
Yeah, Zabazook, amazing producer.
Oh, big him up, big him up.
He's amazing.
Wait, Zabazook.
Yeah, big up yourself.
Zabazook, big your blood clot self up, Zabazook.
He's gonna love that.
Wait, that's a fucking, I like that name still.
But yeah, he's a sick house producer, so we've worked on a track together. It's a tech house track.
Yeah, it sounds like a name of a
It's a nice track for the summer, for the club. It's actually a remix to another song that I collaborated on with another producer, which is an Amapiano style again, but this is a remix to that track. So I'm hoping to obviously release that one later on this year as well. And yeah, I'm just looking to get some music out there, man, because it's been a hot minute, and I've been in the studio, I've been writing. and I've been putting out some vocals, sending them to various producers, and yeah, it's nice. You're gonna hear some nice new tunes from the Sweetnezz this year. But if you ain't heard Differently 2, produced by Zabazook, or Sailing Away, produced by Farrah Life,
Wow.
go check it out.
What
'Cause
if
they're out now. Differently dropped on Independent Women's Day.
Yeah.
Big up all my ladies, you get me? That was my present to you guys. So yeah,
Big up
it's
our
out
women.
there. Big up the women and the mothers every
Yeah.
time.
The reason,
I was
like,
gonna say, like,
go on, bro.
What's your style of music? What type of music do you like?
I mean, that's two different questions. I like so many different genres of music. I was raised on just everything. My mum and dad didn't have like a specific style of music that they would say is their favourite. I think probably my dad would say reggae. My dad loved Bob Marley and reggae and all them thing there, and African music. I don't know. I'm Nigerian. I'm half Nigerian. Big up on my Niger people. Come
Nigers.
on. But yeah, my dad's, if you know about Femi, and what's his name? I'm not going to be able to remember his name now. Fela Kuti.
Fela Kuti.
I was one of my dad's favourite artists. So yeah, I was raised on that proper roots culture, African music, and then obviously my mum coming with the R&B and the rock and the the pop and the old the Bee Gees and that. So like I've got such an eclectic array of music styles that I like, that I listen to. I'm not that picky when it comes to music, and if it sounds good, I'll bop to it. Especially, do you know what I mean? Like, and I've got a good ear. But I would say for my music style, I kind of honed this for myself when I was about 18. So I have to call my style fresh, funky, and old school. Because it's fresh, because it's new, because you ain't heard it before. It's funky, because it's got a bit of everything. And it's old school, because, it's got a mixture of some of the old, some of the new. And yeah, like, mainly most of the people that listen to my music and my sound would say I'm a soulful house singer. But like, I don't like to pigeonhole myself and say, yeah, I'm just this genre of music, because then people think that's all you do, and it's like, then you put yourself in a box. I'm blessed to have quite an eclectic vocal as it stands. So I think when people hear me, they can hear a little bit of soul, they can hear a little bit of R&B. I've got quite a powerhouse vocal as well. I've been compared to people like Ness, Shaka Khan. So I mean, that's I'm
definitely a powerful voice,
I'm blessed, and I'm happy, and I'm grateful that people even would even think of me in those same categories. So that's definitely what my style is. And I think as well, my writing style and my singing style isn't necessarily like anyone else. So I think that's what sets me apart from everyone else. And I think I know that now, and I'm confident. And I think when you're growing up, when you're a teenager and you're going through so many different things, hormones and life, you're still so unsure about yourself. But I think when you get to a certain age and you know yourself, I think that helps so much. And I'm definitely at that place in my life now. So yeah. Good.
The reason why I asked, because obviously all of us, we want to do different things, innit? But I feel like sometimes if we're not careful, the key word is if we're not careful, like we would end up basically like, we would basically stop focusing on the main thing that we should be doing, like our main focus. Like I said, it's good to do all of these extra things. That's why, even for me, believe it or not, that's why, like, there's so many things that I want to do, but it's like, I know for a fact I need to master this first. You get what I'm trying to say? And that's why even I asked with you, because it's beautiful that I'm seeing you, you're shining, you're there.
But I think it is, what you said, that's a very good point, what you just mentioned. But it's like, I agree with that, and I feel like because of the fact that I'm at this place now in my career and with my singing and with my vocals and with my voice, and I'm confident to a certain degree that I know that I've got that in the bag. I don't need to worry about my singing. I know I can do that. I can nail that. Get up on stage. I'm shelling it down every time. So when the opportunity to become a DJ got handed to me, I was like, why am I going to say no? I'm going to, I've got that in the bag now. Now I can add something else to the bag. Exactly. You get me? And I'm just 100% grateful that I'm able to do that. Do you know what I mean? Because not many people are. So
that's
why. Give thanks.
We have to give thanks each and every time, man.
Music.
Yeah, come on. It's a win-win for me. Literally, it's a win-win for me, because like we do every month we do a takeover show on the Hub Live Radio, and all the DJs come on and they have a set. We'll have like some DJs do back to back. Me and Empress will have our little set, and it's like there's been so many different producers, DJs that I've walked through the doors now that now I'm connected to, that now they know about me, they've heard of me, and they want to work with me. So it's like that would never have happened if I had said no. Do you know what I mean? So you know what I mean. Sometimes you just got to take. When the door opens, you got to walk through it. Do you know them way there? Yeah. Recently,
we've been talking to like quite a few DJs in there, and we've been having some very, very interesting conversations when it comes to the DJing industry, and obviously those particular DJs that we're speaking to, what they want to do with their careers moving forward, innit? So, like, obviously you said now you DJ as well, yeah? Like, where are you looking to take that? Be honest, completely honest. Where are you looking to take
Honestly,
the DJing?
I would love to be, as I said, I was speaking about it with you when I first got here, and I would just like to repeat that again. And so obviously, I want to be able to learn how to DJ properly. Obviously, now I would say I'm a selector more of a DJ. Do you know what I mean? I can select the tunes, I can put a set together and your vibes to it. But when it comes to like proper mixing and blending songs together, I ain't really mastered that skill just yet. But don't worry, people, I'm getting there. You get me? For me, I think the two things go hand in hand. Being able to sing and being able to DJ, it just makes so much sense to me. I've got friends of mine that I've been watching that have been sort of my inspiration. Like, I don't know if you know Leanne Louise, she's an amazing artist. We were on the same management collective many years ago, so I've seen her grow as an artist, and I've seen her go from where she was when we was like little teeny boppers on the scene, and now she's just this amazing powerhouse woman who's just doing great things. So, you know, she's selling out shows, DJing at big clubs, doing festivals. I can't think of the one that she was on recently. It's a big one as well. But, you know, like, that's basically what I want to do. I want to take it to that next level where I'm able to get booked to DJ at a show. I can perform my tracks and DJ at the same time. Maybe even get to like places like Glastonbury. That's what I'm aiming for. And I know that I'm capable.
It's like your energy was made for them kind of
definitely 100%.
Energy, literally, Like, even this is just a random one as well, yeah? Like, right now, which country do you think has got the best DJ at the moment?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's a hard question.
Yeah. Or I can basically reword the question.
I wouldn't say
in an easier way. I can reword it in an easier way. Or I can reword it like this: like, for you, who's your favorite? Like, give us
my favorite DJ.
Give us three. Give us three of your favorite DJs at the moment. Is that better?
Oh my god. Okay, I would say myself.
Come on.
All of them say that.
Come on.
Got to respect that. Why not?
DJ Mr. Blue. I have to say Mr. Blue because he's my mentor and he got me to where I am today. And I don't know who I'm gonna say is my. I'm gonna go old school. I'm gonna say Fatboy Slim.
Okay.
Oh,
I used to listen to Fatboy Slim back in the day, and Fatboy Slim is a G. Like, come on, and literally, like, I've been listening to him recently because I think it was a few years back. I went to a festival in Barcelona. I don't know if you know about Sona Music Festival. It's a big festival that happens in
very big.
Serious. I had the best time, and I saw him live. Yeah, and oh my god, it was incredible. Like, just the production of the stage and the lights must have cost. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to put a figure out there, but that alone looked like it cost peas. And that was the lights. They had like a light production, but it was just lights and the music was playing, and he hadn't even come on the stage yet. And that happened for a good 20 minutes, and literally, and people was literally losing their minds. And then he comes out and literally, so you know, they built the energy.
Yep.
They got us ready for it because we were like, where is he?
That's what they're waiting for.
And then he came on and it was literally like, it was the best thing. So yeah, I'll say Fatboy Slim, man. He's a hard DJ. He would be in my top 5.
Yeah, he's an icon, man.
Definitely.
Because with what you're talking about, you see like a DJ giving an experience, like giving you, like you guys.
And I want to say, even though a lot of people, sorry to interrupt.
No, go on.
A lot of people probably say that he's pop and he's commercial, and they probably don't like him. But David Guetta, man, come on, David Guetta.
Oh, David
Guetta is hard. David Guetta's hard.
Bad boy.
Come on.
Bad boy.
Also, while we're here, since we're talking about DJs,
of course.
I forget the name now, which is, I'm gonna kick myself because I forgot the name. But the guy that produced "I Heard You Say," that DJ right there.
Yeah.
I know.
No, but for anyone gonna be watching this, they'll know.
You know who I'm talking about. If you know
Heard You Say,
you know who I'm talking about. Is it I think his name's something like David? Is it something like that? Dennis Ferrer.
Oh, yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Come on, my music brain started kicking in. Yeah. Dennis Ferrer's hard.
Because another reason why, like I said earlier, why we've been having the pleasure of speaking to quite a few different DJs, it's like one of the main things that we keep on speaking about is like, obviously for me, like I've got to a point where I'm seeing so many DJs getting boring. Like a lot of DJs playing the same playlist
Yeah.
and whatever. So I just wanted to speak to more DJs moving forward, or even you can
I
give
think
your opinion on this as well. Where it's
I
like,
think it's because
Yeah.
of the fact that now things have changed so much in terms of music
100%,
and how people receive music and how people are listening to it. Because nowadays you don't just listen to it, you're watching it as well. You
Yeah.
can see the DJ live, so you've got to do something else than just be mixing. You know, you've got to interact with the crowd that's watching you on your screen. So it's like you need to do something different. So, you know, I see a lot of DJs now, they're wearing masks, they're, you know, making it a little bit more gimmicky because it makes it fun. You get me doing competitions. Like that's what we do as well on the Hub Live. We do like little competitions, we do like little giveaways, freebies. I even did one recently on my show because I gave away 2 tickets to the event that I performed at for my birthday, which was amazing. So, you know, I think it's just always about looking for new ways to engage with the audience and keeping up with and trying to keep up with how times are changing, especially we're living in such a digital age now with AI and stuff like that. So you've just got to keep on top of it and just keep thinking of new ways to be different and be unique, and that's the way you'll stay on top of the game. That's the only way to do it, man.
Definitely.
Random question, yeah. If the government announced that by the end of this year, basically, if the government announced that in 2025, next year, we're gonna be living in a cashless society, how would you feel?
I don't know. I don't think I'd like it. I don't think I'd like it, you know.
Why not?
I don't know, because I just think there's something about being able to pay with cash still. I mean, I know it sounds silly because obviously money is man-made anyway. Like, it's this piece of paper that they just put some ink on and now we're using it. Technically, you know, back in the day, we just used to, you know, you can have my pig and I'll have your horse. You know what I mean? It was so much easier. Now there's money involved and like now you've got Bitcoin and all this other stuff. So, do you know what I mean? I think it's one of those ones where at the end of the day, if it happened, I wouldn't have a choice. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, you know, every other civilian. I'm just gonna have to roll with the punches, innit? Roll with the times. Whether or not I like it or not, it's gonna happen. I won't. I'm saying I wouldn't necessarily be happy about it, but you know, it is what it is. But I do think that it's scary because I think whereas before when we had cash and you know, the banks were a bit more accessible. Like I've noticed that banks are closing down a lot now. It's like now the only time you can access your funds is online. It's a little bit impersonal, and I feel like maybe for us, people of our generation and younger, we are alright. We can cope and we can keep up with it. But who I feel sorry for is the older generation because they're gonna get left behind, and that's the sad thing.
Yeah, funny enough, like I ripped that motherfucker. By the way, I got a letter nearly a week ago telling me that, like, basically my main branch, because you know all of us have got main branches with our banks.
To my mum recently.
My main branch got closed down. I just looked at
way to the far one now.
Brother, I didn't even go too far in terms of like reading everything that the letter was saying. I just saw your main branch is closed, and I just ripped her and said, "Fuck all of that, man."
What happens? Yeah, this is because my mum, one of her branches, the local one to us, closed. So now if she wants to go inside the bank, and more time because my mum's an older lady, she she doesn't like to be doing her business out on the street. She wants to go inside, the bank and do it like that. So you know now she's got to go a bit further out, which that's basically just backs up the point that I was trying to make. It's like those are the ones that are going to suffer. The older generation, and we've just got to keep them in mind because things are moving so fast. It's like I was having a conversation with someone recently about AI and about all the digital age and how things are changing, and it's like everything that we watched growing up in the 90s on the TV, in the films, in the cinema is basically happening now. Yeah. And it's like back then we were like, oh, it's just a film. Oh, isn't the Matrix cool? Isn't this amazing? And it's like, oh, iRobot, bruv. They was trying to send us messages and we was fully not tapped in. We were just like, yeah, this is just a movie, bruv. This is real life, okay? This iRobot is down the road. You know what I mean? It's like it's not a joke, but I mean, to a certain extent, I think there's pros and cons. Like there's pros and cons to everything. There's pros and cons to
for real.
And I think you've just got to always be on high alert and just proceed with caution with all things. You know what I mean? And just protect yourself and your energy. That's what I would say. But yeah, if cashless society comes, it's gonna come. There's not much you can do about it. Do you know what I mean? We just gotta roll with it. But I think for me, I think the main people that are gonna suffer the most is probably the older generation, and I think that's sad. Do you know what I mean? Because we need to look after our elders. Do you know what I mean?
No, for real.